Richard Muse here, Sell with Richard. In this video we're going to look at how you price your house to sell. Now it's obvious that when you want to sell a property, too many of us rely on estate agents to give us the values. And as you've seen on television many a time with a lot of these property programs, they can give considerably different values. You know, there's sometimes 2 or 3 agents come in, they'll all give you different values. Now, some of them are a bit unscrupulous that they'll give you a higher value or say, oh, I can get this for your property, and you know, just to get you on the books. And this happens a lot. I see it all the time. So you must be wary of that. You want to price. There's no use putting your house on the market if it's not priced right. That price is important. If there's you know, say if you've got a 3-bedroom semi-detached, and in the same, you know, say you want to sell it, and you think, well, yeah, the agent says I'll get you £120,000 for it, and then you know for a fact that one very similar down the street is for sale for £100,000. You don't stand much chance of selling yours before the other one. So you know, be very wary of what agents tell you, and you know, just I always say again and again, do your research. So you know, you can go onto the great portals now, and these days, you know, valuing a property is a lot easier than it ever used to be, because we've got the portals like Rightmove and Zoopla. So go onto them, have a look and see what's for sale nearby, comparing similar type properties, and you know, so if you have a 3-bedroom semi, look for a 3-bedroom semi in the same street, then expand out into the next street and look what's for sale, and importantly look what's got a sold sign on it or an under offer. And that thinks, oh yeah, well, you know, that's sort of about the price, because you know, we can look at historical data as much as possible, but you know, it's the data today that determines, you know, what the value is. But it's always helpful to look at the sold prices. Again, you can do this on Rightmove and on Zoopla, and you know, just put your postcode in, and it should come up with the sold prices if there has been any sales, obviously. And ideally you want the ones in the last 1 or 2 years. Older than that, they're not really relevant. They're out of date, and circumstances change. So you know, look for very up-to-date data, and you know, like I said, under a year if possible. But also look what's for sale, and that's important. Even expand your search out to 1/4 mile, a 1/2 mile, and then you should be able to actually get a feel of what's selling and at what price. And I would always do this before you even bother to phone an estate agent, so that when they come out, you've obviously done your homework and you're 1 step ahead of them. And that's important, because they might say, well, I can get you 120,000 for that, and you know in your head that it's highly unlikely that they'll be able to do that, because you know, a lot of them are not professionals. You know, valuing properties is not an art anymore, not a great art, but a lot of them, just like I said, say that to get you on the books. So be very, very careful, check things out, and like I said, put you in yourself in a position that you know, you've got this knowledge before they even come to value your property. Then when they do come and value, you've got the data and say, well, look, I've seen this selling at this price, why are you saying it can go for X price? Make them explain themselves, challenge them all the time, and then you can come to sort of a consensus. They'll probably come in line with you and say, yes, that's right. You know, you've really got them then. So you're then obviously pricing, you know, going to put it at a price that's going to be attractive and keen. And that's where you want to be. Don't set it too high, don't set it too low. You know, just do your research, and you should come out with the price that you want. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to have a chat about this anytime, please feel free to give me a call.